can smell the Guinness down there. Good. The day later.
So you had a good night then? Comfy?
Okay, that was enough. You pushed it.
Yeah, I pushed it a little far.
A little too far.
Like the first bit was good, and then
I liked it. I liked the first bit. Oh!
Jesus. Sold out crowd. It's great. Good morning. Oh my God!
Jeez, when did you get here?
Thursday?
Oh, she say that again?
I'm so tired.
Be gentle.
Elena's been having some jet lag apparently. We found out about it this morning.
It's the
I got a
weirdest
case
thing.
of the legs.
You got what? I went into a different place.
I said to them to keep it clean.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Okay then.
This is where you air all that dirt. Just get it out. It's our catharsis. We're in the process with you.
Just about everybody here is going to go to church in about 45 minutes.
You need to go.
Right this ends, they're like, we gotta go.
So this is confession.
It is.
Right.
Sure. When I was 6,
And then that led to when that got canceled, a guy that I worked with said, hey, you're always doing these silly voices and accents. Why don't you talk to my voiceover agent? I did. How it started, they said, well, the entryway is, you want to do video games? Not a lot of people do video games. I'm like, yeah, it sounds like fun. The next thing, it goes into motion capture, and somebody said, hey, you do on camera, and why don't you audition for this? And for whatever reason, they cast me to be Nathan Drake, and here we are. That's a quick version.
Great version. I guess similarly, I just never thought that I would ever be allowed to act. I thought that was something that you tried for and you just never got the chance to do that. That's something that other people did. So I went to school, and while I was at school, it was going to be a horse vet. I was totally into horses. I love riding and everything. And then while there, I decided I would just go to this acting studio on the side, and I actually became a teacher's assistant and began teaching little kids how to act for TV and film. And little did I know that I was learning it starting from high school about how to do that. I never ever thought I would be allowed to audition or get a job or anything, so I was going to just become a teacher so that I could do what I loved and get to teach theater, because I thought that would be good. So in order to teach at the high school and collegiate level, you have to go and get your master's. So I went to a very tiny school, and I thought, no one is going to hire me because I'm from a little tiny school. So I was like, okay, and then maybe I can go to UCLA, maybe. So I went there for graduate school, and so that I could teach at the college level. And while I was there, my audition teacher was Gordon Hunt, who became my mentor, and he connected me with my manager and my agent, and he said, hey Emily, I'm directing this little video game. I think you look like the girl. And I said, oh, really? He's like, why don't you come in and audition? And I was like, I don't know. And he was like, yeah, after my audition, he was like, yeah, well, we're gonna go a different direction. And I was like, I get it, that was a weird audition. And he said, but I want you to come in and I want you to learn how to audition, and essentially by being behind the table and reading across from all the guys that come in. Yeah. Oh no, I knew that Gordon I knew exactly what he was doing. When he called me on the phone and he said, listen, they are going another direction, but I know you're really great for this. Can you come in and read? And I said, oh my gosh, you are getting me in there all day long to audition in front of this company. So I auditioned across from all the guys all day long, and I heard all the girls, which there was like 3 or 4 girls that got called back, and it just clicked for me. I was like, oh, I didn't know that you were allowed to do that in an audition. I can totally. So then at the very end of the day, they said, hey, would you be willing to go outside and come back in and read across from who ended up being my classmate, who was reading for the Nathan parts across from the women.
He didn't get it.
Well, obviously. And he said, and so I came in and auditioned, and then that tape circulated, and that was my first job out of school. So it's like similar to what Nolan said. I kind of went in thinking, I'm not ever going to get the chance to do this, and I just wanted to get to know people and hang out with my mentor and get to know, and it opened, one thing led to another, and now I'm sitting here in Belfast in front of all of you beautiful people, and I'm very thankful for it.
That's insane.
So,
And you know what? Ironically, all the children she taught are now horse vets. She still teaches horse vets.
Insane part, I think you know this part. Another very small, insane part is that in the middle of grad school, when I was buying a car off of Craigslist in America, I literally was like, I was buying a car, and when I went to go buy the car, the artist worked at this company. He asked me to meet him in Santa Monica, and guess what the name of that company was? It was called Naughty Dog. And so I was driving around in a car during my graduate school career with a Naughty Dog license plate on the back of it.
And the license plate, right?
The license plate frame.
The Naughty Dog frame.
So I drove to my audition. I drove to my audition and to the Elena auditions with a Naughty Dog license plate cover. I'm telling you, these things are meant, when they're meant to be, they're meant to be, and if you're meant, it's crazy. I'm always in awe of the fact that I'm sitting in front of you in Belfast.
Let's hear Troy's story now.
guys, if you're out on the fringes, if you want to come and sit down, there is loads of seats over here, the seats up in the eaves. Come on in.
Yeah, please get comfortable. This is going to take a while. What? So Troy, how did you get your role?
Sure, that's a great story compared. That's insane what you're talking about. That's like universe going, hello! Wow, I never knew that. Does that not blow your mind? Because I'm like, I am literally, my lid is flipped 180. Okay, my thing is weird. I had kind of started doing some stuff, but not really anything, not groundbreaking. Nobody knew who I was. And it was at this level. I was doing the worst movie ever made. I was in a hotel in Texas in January. It was about 2 degrees below zero. Okay, it's freezing, below freezing. And I'm in a horrible motel on a horrible movie in horrible weather, and the only solace that I had was a PS3 that my friend was like, here, this will keep you from murdering yourself. And I played, he was like, there's a game you have to play. And it was Uncharted. And so I played through this game, and I'm like, I want to do that. I don't want to do this. This thing sucks, but this thing is awesome. And I remember emailing Philip Kovacs, who was the audio lead at Naughty Dog, was like, dear sirs, you did a wonderful job with this game. And I didn't like pitch myself. I was like, I'm an actor. I was just like, I really want you to know that I understand what it takes to do what you did, and you did an incredible job, and good for you. Because I heard about the process. I heard that they actually did it on a set. They were shooting it like a movie, and if they were in a Jeep, they built a Jeep, and they, it was more than what I had done, which was cool in a booth by myself with a microphone and it. But it was like a movie, and you felt that when you played it. It was this cinematic experience, and I was finally being able to play like an Indiana Jones experience as a game. That wasn't just a side-scroller mine car going down with a really bad drawn version of Short Round going, Indiana Jones! I'm doing everything I can to embellish my story, because damn. But, cut to me playing Uncharted 1, 2, and 3, and then we're doing The Last of Us, and they had already started 4. So, that's how long they were in development for 4. And script changes, guard changes, it's a big, everybody knows about it, it's a huge change up on Uncharted 4. Neil Druckmann calls me up, I'm at a friend of mine's birthday at the Grove. You don't know what that is, it doesn't matter. It's a place in Los Angeles. And he goes, I'm sitting in my car, and he goes, I want to bring you in. I'm like, okay. On what do you mean? He goes, I want to bring you in on Uncharted 4. I'm like, oh, all I wanted to do was be a red shirt that gets killed by Nathan Drake. I wanted to go and just fall into one of the people that he murders.
Ironically, that's all I wanted to.
So he's like, how do you feel about playing Nathan Drake's brother? And I went, don't do this to me, man. Don't. If you're just having fun and you're just taking the piss right now, that's not a cool. Don't do that to me. And that was it. I walked into Naughty Dog like a couple of days later. They sat me down and walked me through the character, and I just had one note. I was like, does he have to be his older brother? And it was really cool. It was just yes, because he's. Yeah. So my process came through it as these people were literally building the train tracks as the train was moving down the road, and I was the guy on the caboose going, this ride is amazing! And then I got to be a part of it. So it's weird going from being a passenger to the guy shoving coal into the engine. This is a really weird metaphor. I yield my remaining time to the floor.
Outside of, the booth and the workplace? Do you guys socialize outside, do this kind of thing every day, or do you get time to see each other a lot, or?
It's too easy. I'm gonna let it go. One of the things that Troy and I have always laughed about is, well, actually I'll start with Emily, because we worked together, for a long time. And I remember that audition because the audition where she read with me, they had one chair, and in one of the scenes you're supposed to run and dive behind the chair like it's a rock, and and get ready to go and stay by me. And it was like a gymnasium floor, and I decided to do kind of a baseball slide into it. It's going to look really cool, and I ran, I slid right by it. It's like just slick as snot, and I went right by the thing, and I went, yeah, and I literally, this is true, I grabbed the chair, and it slid with me, and I went, oh crap. And I pulled the chair, it's like, no. And I looked at her, and I went, thank God, these rocks are light. And then we went right into the lines, and she, remember her laughing about it, and oh crap, because like something I say, I'll sit there and be like doing a crossword, like, that's my thing, and it became Nathan Drake's from that audition. It was another little piece that they liked. They said, just put as much of yourself into it. So, so we've become very good friends. But I watched her career go to like HBO series and Silent series and ER, and she's doing like big TV, and I'm over there in the cinema. Hey, but we've always had that good rapport. This guy. Media and fans were always just like, Troy Baker's way better. No, Northern. It's like they had this rivalry, and all the while we're sitting there just drinking old fashions, like, yeah. It's like, when are you guys gonna do in a game together? Like, we've done 3. We just didn't know it was us. So I've always kind of laughed at the whole idea. Yes, we don't get to hang out as much because everyone works. She was in Nova Scotia shooting a show, but yeah, I held her children. Not when she's home, but hey now, please in the monster machines.
Honestly, I think that rapport and chemistry is so vital to the success of projects. If you don't have the trusting base to work with your teammates that you're creating this world with, organic little things don't percolate to the surface, right? So it's very exciting. And it's such an honor and like a surprise when you go to work and people do stuff that's exciting to you and you can riff from. Because it's a little trigger of, oh my goodness, this could turn into something amazing, right? And I remember starting, coming straight out of theater school, the great thing about motion capture is it involves every single thing that you are learning in at least from my training. Vocal training, movement training, black box theater, imagining like when I go and work on a set, you're given the set, the costumes, every little detail, the makeup. With mocap, that stuff is purely in your imagination. So you're so reliant on your castmates to help elevate that world, and you're reliant on the game directors showing you what that is. So when all that stuff comes cohesively together and it works, and then you see the result, it's so exciting. And so rapport is so important, because if it's not there, it's a destroyer of projects. And I have been in those situations where you don't feel the teamwork happening. And teamwork's what makes the dream work, baby. Right? Yeah.
Trademark.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Heck yeah, dude.
Did you just make that up?
That's the thing. I'll say this to that point. One of the hardest things to do, and it's really there's only been one time where I've seen it successfully happen. Kisses in video games just don't work. They just don't. It looks weird. You're like they're going for it, like oh, and like the pixels start going, Eesh, and it just doesn't look right. So when you get to, and not only that, but anybody can do like the impassioned thing, or when somebody cries in a movie or a show or a game or anything, it's like, okay, cool, you can go that far, but can you go right to the edge and pull it back? Can you make them believe that you're keeping yourself from crying? That to me is a greater exercise of acting. So showing two people being passionately in love is cool. Showing two people that have time in and are comfortable with each other and are just at home making dinner and watching TV on the couch, and you believe that they've been married for a while, that to me is a true acting course, and that's what they got. That's what they pulled off in 4. And that scene where they kiss would not work without Uncharted 1, 2, and 3, and 10 years of working together and having that rapport, because it takes a lot of trust when you go, ooh, infamous. Okay, if you go the red route and not the blue route, Delson and Fetch, on the script, it says they make out violently. Violently they make out. Laura Bailey is like my little sister. There was second worst day on set in my entire life, and the first was in The Last of Us and the Sarah scene. Second worst day, because I've got to look at someone who's like my sister and make out with her violently. And Laura and I are like pacing back and forth like two jungle cats on the stage going, okay, here we go, here we go. And Travis, my best friend, her husband, is waiting in the wings going,
And Travis is also about 6'5", 205,
and he's just like, do it, kiss my wife, I want to see you do it. And Laura and I, we have to do it twice because we have headcam rigs, which don't work when you're trying to, you can't get close. And they're like, okay, so we're gonna do it once, and that's for the facial. So the first thing we have to do is mime like we're kissing. So it's like, stupid, and you realize what stupid faces you make when you try to kiss. And then the other is take off the helmets and go for it. Laura, they want her to jump onto me, and like I pick her up and we had to kiss, and it was awful. And it took, because she's beautiful, she's a great person, but it's still, it's like your sister. But it took that trust and that relationship and that rapport to go, we are in this together, and as soon as it's over, we're both gonna like gross out and laugh about it. But for the scene, we can't play that. We have to play that this is like, brah, going for it. And I don't know if it worked or not. I don't think that kissing scene worked until Uncharted 4, and I yield my remaining time on the floor.